time, the most precious commodity of all, and the one thing money can't buy. For many workaholic millionaires and billionaires, vacations are a rarity, but when they do find the time for a little R&R, they certainly do it in style. Whether they're skiing in Aspen or sunbathing in St. Bart's, it's all about the luxury and service. And no vacation does this better than on board a superyacht. With only 1% of the world's top 1% rich enough to actually own a superyacht, the rest of us, mere mortals, must make do with just renting one, otherwise known as chartering. Yacht charters don't come cheap, and costs will vary depending on your requirements. But with prices starting at $100,000 a week, you will definitely need very deep pockets to holiday on one of these magnificent vessels. The first steps to vacationing like a billionaire will be to enlist the services of a yacht broker who will be on hand 24/7 to help you find your dream boat for the vacation of a lifetime. With hundreds of thousands of dollars changing hands, no task will be too small, too big, or too crazy for your broker to arrange. From smaller luxury catamarans through to gargantuan 100-meter plus mega yachts, the only limitations to your dream yacht charter will be your imagination and indeed your bank balance. If you're an adventurous type, you may want to motor over to Costa Rica for a bit of snorkeling and shark diving. Or for a more laid-back holiday, perhaps sailing to the Seychelles for a bit of island hopping is more your bag. Whatever your preference is, it will certainly be done in style. With your very own Michelin-starred chef and a team of silver service-trained crew catering to your every need, vacationing on a yacht is the absolute epitome of luxury living.
Nobody needs a super yacht. It's not an essential item or an essential service for anybody, but fortunately for us, there are many people that are very addicted to the super yacht lifestyle, and they wouldn't spend their leisure time in any other way.
It is a lifestyle addiction that is growing. Back in 2014, the yacht charter industry was worth $34 billion per year and is expected to reach a staggering $51 billion by 2020. It is big business for charter brokers, but with it comes great responsibility, managing the most expensive assets in the world for some of the most demanding people in the world. There are hundreds of yacht brokerages within the industry, but undoubtedly the biggest of them all is Burgess Yachts, who in 2001 became the first yacht brokerage ever to receive the prestigious Queen's Award for Enterprise. Today, they are considered the world's #1 brokerage firm.
Burgess started from a fairly humble beginnings of only really one person based just around the corner here in London. But we're now in the region of 160 people with 12 offices globally. We focus on charter over the last sort of 30 to 40 years. We've got teams based out in the USA, in Europe, and out in Asia. So we've got a real global reach for the charter market as well. If somebody comes to me and wants to charter a yacht, our key role is to understand exactly what that client's looking for, to see how he's going to use the yacht, where he wants to use the yacht. We want to make sure that we're actually looking after his needs.
We have two different sides of the charter service we offer. We have a charter management division, which basically manages the charter yachts of our clients, of our owners. And we have about 80 yachts in our charter management fleet, and our responsibility is to make sure that we follow the owner's brief to generate as much charter income as possible, make sure the regulations are being adhered to and that everything is running smoothly, that contracts and paperwork and funds are in place as they should be. Then we have our retail charter division, which basically consists of about 14 charter brokers around the world in our various different offices, who help clients book and arrange charters for their holidays. And that process basically involves a lot of attention to detail, identifying what the client wants, what his or her expectations are, whether it's going to be motor, whether it's going to be sail, what the budget is, do they have a destination preference, are there children in the party, is it an older group, is there a special celebration, are they vegetarians, are they vegans, are they very into water sports, which captain and crew are going to suit them best. So you've really got to string all of these elements together very well so that you match the client with the best yacht and crew possible.
With over 10,000 super yachts in the world, the choice for charter is huge. From sleek and stylish sailing yachts to contemporary, cutting-edge motor yachts, there will be something to suit everyone's tastes, if not the bank balance. If, however, you do have a penny or two to spare, then Motor Yacht Slipstream might just be the boat for you. This award-winning 60-metre yacht, built by French shipyard CMN Yachts in 2009, is the epitome of luxury chartering. With accommodation for 12 guests over 3 decks, her distinctive black and silver exterior design was the work of renowned yacht designer Andrew Winch, who was also responsible for the sumptuous and stylish interiors, winning Slipstream the 2010 International Super Yacht Society Award for Best Yacht and Best Interior. The world of super yachts is undoubtedly glamorous and enticing, but for the humble yacht broker, it is a high-level, high-stakes business delivering an impeccable and at times seemingly impossible service 365 days a year.
People do see it as a fairly easy, an easy job or an easy career. It's not. I mean, it's a very exciting one, but it's not necessarily easy. And I think when you do speak to people and they're looking for a very quick fix for an excitement where you're going to be selling yachts on a daily basis, that isn't the case. You need to be incredibly patient. You need to be able to turn around and actually sit down and negotiate on an incredibly high level. All of the clients that we are talking to are incredibly successful businessmen in their own right. So you do get involved in some incredibly high level negotiations.
It's a highly specialised industry for people that have very high expectations. Getting something wrong or failing to meet expectations is just not on the agenda. It cannot happen.
The super yacht lifestyle is the most luxurious and exclusive of industries, and one which other luxury brands and goods are clamouring to be part of. However, whilst super yachts may be at the top of the luxury lifestyle chain, they are still a little way behind when it comes to marketing.
If you look at super yachting as a luxury industry in comparison to, say, other luxury industries like fashion and retail, we're not as advanced as we should be, but also unlike other luxury industries, which tend to be very regionally divided in how they market, most super yacht companies market globally across the world.
One Burgess client who truly understands the world of marketing on a global scale is the Australian shipyard Silver Yachts, builders of the sleekest and most stylish aluminium yachts.
Silver Yachts started in 2005 and was founded by a German industrialist, Guido Krass. He had this idea together with his friend Espen Oino, who is world famous yacht designer, to build high-speed, fuel-efficient, large vessels of all aluminium. And they started with designing and then were scouting for a shipyard to build it. And there was actually none. There was no shipyard in the world that could build these large, all aluminium vessels. And then they started to look around. Where could we build this? And then they found a place in Western Australia where they built high-speed aluminium fast ferries. And they thought, hey, maybe we could start there. And that's where it started.
Having built their 6,000 square metre state-of-the-art facilities from scratch, Silver Yachts now employs over 150 skilled professionals to deliver some of the most visually striking and eco-friendly yachts in the world. One such yacht currently for sale is the 77-metre Silverfast. She is the fourth and most advanced eco-fuel efficient vessel in the groundbreaking Silver series. In 2016, Silverfast went global when she teamed up with Mercedes Benz to produce the most incredible yacht film ever made.
Silver Yachts did a co-branding commercial with Mercedes Benz to launch their S-Class Cabrio. And we put the Mercedes S-Class on the helipad of our Silverfast and went 20 knots cruising with only the handbrake on. And that was a very well-received commercial, getting the ultra-luxury car brand together with the yachting brand. At first, we were known by industry players, the industry press, and now we are known in the global press, in the whole world, not only in the yachting world.
We were representing Silverfast for sale as central agents, and the owner is actually very marketing savvy and very on side with marketing. Not every owner is. We have a relationship going back many years with that owner through several of the Silver Series yachts, and he's actually a delight to work with. He is very demanding, which we like. We like that challenge, but he's also very on side with marketing, and he's very supportive of that. So we were absolutely thrilled when the relationship for that film with Mercedes was struck, because anyone that's outside of the superyacht industry that knows anything about professional video could see immediately that this was light years ahead of any other video that exists within the superyacht field. It was massively viewed. We used it in many, many different ways, through many, many different channels, to highlight Silverfast and the fact that she was for sale. It was the icing on the cake for us to have that video. I mean, we think it was perhaps the best part of the entire campaign.
For those rich enough to enjoy the super yacht lifestyle, whether that's owning a yacht or chartering one, there is one element that is consistent throughout: 5-star service. And it is service that forms the heart of the industry's newest and most exclusive lifestyle offering, the Maha Yacht Club. Co-founded by the world-famous hotelier Adrian Zecker, creator of the exclusive Aman Resorts, this elite membership club will be taking service and the super yacht lifestyle to another level.
I started life as a journalist. When I got out of university, I joined Time magazine. That was the only company I ever worked for. Then I became a publisher. My first solo sort of thing was to start a magazine called The Asia Magazine. But then, of course, I got into the hotel business, and that's about 45 years ago. The last efforts that I've made to create something different was, of course, when I did Aman Resorts. Aman Resorts are different because they are limited, for example, to no more than 50 rooms. Obviously, the reason for that was the ability to give very, very specialized and very, very personalized service. We've seen the yachting industry grow up, And now, of course, it's not unusual to see these super yachts. And coming even into Indonesia, for example. A couple of years ago, there were only about half a dozen of the super yachts coming through our waters. And Indonesia has some of the most incredible cruising grounds. And so now, I think last year, it already had risen to something like 40 super yachts. Now that's amazing. And of course, being in the hospitality industry, it became quite apparent to me that what is still lacking is what I call dependable and professionalized service.
The Maha Yacht Club offers clients the use of 6 custom-built yachts around the globe for 4 weeks a year. And with the price of membership into 7 figures, the yachts themselves, as well as the service, are guaranteed to be exceptional, especially when they've been built by the largest and most famous yacht builder of all, Fedship Yachts.
The nice thing about creating a bunch of these boats, a little fleet if you want, is that one can be here, the other can be there, and they're the same. And the standard of service, and that I found that so impressive in the Maha story. The standard of service is defined, which is in superyachts something we strive for, but nobody has yet succeeded in reaching that goal. The professionalism that Maha provides is that if you're on boat number 1 or number 4 or number 6, they're not the same people, but the way you are pampered and you're catered to is identical. That means that it is not so relevant all of a sudden how far the boat can go and how quick it can travel. Because you book 1 week on one and then you think, I want to go to the next island. If you only has one boat, be it 200 feet, you have to wait for a week to get to the other location. If you're in the program, you don't have to wait. You take your private plane or you charter a plane or you sit in the bus and you go to the other location. And lo and behold, there's a very similar environment in a completely different place.
A big yacht is basically a hospitality machine. You use it for pleasure, for leisure. Tempting to do is bring that professional element to yachts. Service has 2 sides to it. Our business is a twin product. It's a hardware and software, right? The hardware is, of course, the building, the interior design, and all those things. The software is the service product. But even in the service thing, we believe that there are 2 sides to it. One is what I call functional, which is obvious, where to put the fork, the spoon, do all that and so on. And the other one is the attitudinal, the genuine smile, the general warmth. That's more difficult.
It is not a hotel room on the water, because there are plenty of hotels with nice views. And I think it would be a mistake to create something like an apartment on the water. It is a yacht. And the idea is that it should give you a yacht experience. Many yachts being conceived nowadays are conceived by their owners as floating summer houses. That's nice, but it's not as exciting as it could be. So the Maha design has been conceived taking into account that you have the outside and you want to bring the outside into the boat. And the outside is water all around you, palm tree in the distance, nice sandy beach, some coral reefs and a lot of nature. What we've done is the main deck is a glass box. On a typical yacht of the 36 meter that the Maha yacht is, your decks are about 2 meter 10, 2 meter 20 high on the inside, 7 feet. On the Maha design, the main salon where you sit and where you're supposed to absorb what's coming out from the inside, the height inside is 2.5 meters, more than 8 feet. What does that do? It gives you in a relatively compact room, the room disappears, and because the glass is enormous, you are completely absorbed by what's outside. That's the thinking. And altogether, it makes it look quite modernistic, which I think is in tune with what Maha is all about, but respectful of nature and very much in tune with the environment. The whole program from start to finish takes about 2 years. So we are starting now in order to be able to deliver the first boats in 2019. We will do sea trials on the grueling North Sea, and probably the boats will never return there because it's busy, it's cold and it's windy. And then they will go wherever you want them to be in the world. My preferred destination out of the destinations that Maha is involved in, I have no preference. I live in Holland, so anywhere where it doesn't rain 250 days a year is wonderful.
So, whether you're in the market for chartering, owning, or a little something in between, there is a glorious super yacht experience to suit everyone. Join us next time as we go inside Super Yacht.